Hi there, I'm Gainor Urian and I'm a master gardener, and today we're going to do a little bit about planting pots for the fall. When I start with the pot, I like to put a piece of screening in the bottom of it. You could use a coffee filter, although they decompose. I do this to keep animals and vermin from climbing up in there. And you don't want your pots to be super heavy if you're just planting a seasonal pot. So I take styrofoam. These are pool doodles that you can buy at the dollar store for about 99 cents. And you can slice them with a little knife any way you like. I like to keep these pots a little heavy because I live in a very windy area. So you could fill them. You can use empty water bottles. You can use aluminum cans. Just about a lot of different things. And to make this a little bit fun, we're going to plant one so that you can see it in the spring as well. And then on top, we're going to have some fall plantings. So if you plant some bulbs, in this case, I have purchased daffodils to put in the pot. And daffodils like to be planted about 6 inches down from the top of your pot. So that's what we're going to fill the pot up. Okay, we're going to fill this pot up till it's about 6 inches from the top. And now we're going to place some daffodil bulbs around the pot. So after the whole year is done, and next spring you'll have some bulbs coming up. Okay, then we're going to cover this with a little bit of dirt. For our fall planting, they've got all sorts of flower. This is a flowering kale. And it'll last, it likes cool weather, which is why we plant it, and it'll last you right through Thanksgiving without a frost. And then to give it some fall colors, you can plant pansies. They also are a cool weather plant. You really want to make your pot nice and full. And now we're going to fill the remaining of the pot with some dirt. Now, we've got some colors. There's some lovely purples in this, and we've picked up the purples in the pansies. And you can take a little piece of Indian corn. And there are all sorts of fun gourds. And if you were decorating for just Halloween, you could use some pumpkins, but I like to take mine right through Thanksgiving. And then we can finish off with a few vine. This is a Lamium, which likes to grow in the shade. But it also roots very easily. And if you keep the soil, you'll be keeping this plant fairly moist. You probably have roots by Thanksgiving that you can use to plant in your garden later. Have a little bit of greenery around your yard and you want to stick it along the edge for something droopy, you can. I like to keep my pots off the ground, and there are a number of ways that you can do this. You can put it in one of these so that it rolls around. This way, if you've got this sitting on your patio, you can hose off underneath it and it will not drip and make black marks everywhere. Or, there are lots of choices. This is on casters. You can also use pot perchers. Also will set it up off the pavement and help you keep your cement. If you have this out on a patio, if you have it out on the ground, you could just put it on a big flat stone. You want to keep something between the ground and your pot so that your pot doesn't set down roots through it. I have had one honeysuckle vines filled the pot holes, rooted, and the pot disintegrated and it was still rooted. And there you have your fall planting, which will take you right through Thanksgiving. So y'all have a happy fall. Hi there, this is Gainor back again. You've just had your Thanksgiving dinner and it's time to get ready for the holiday season now. You have your pot, which has some bulbs in the bottom, but you leave the dirt in. You take out your fall decorations, and we're going to make a Christmas decoration or a holiday decoration. Well, we've had a lot of windstorms. All you need to do is go out and find a branch laying in your yard and spray paint it something. In this case, I've spray painted it white. And I'm just going to stick it right in the pot in the dirt. You could spray it silver, you could spray it red, depending on your house. My house is gray with white trim. And then you just go around your yard if you can find some greenery. And we're just going to put a little greenery around our white stick. I've used a combination of cedar and Japanese holly. Now we would like to have a little pop of color in here, so you can go and take some of your dead flower heads. In this case, I've used verbena, which has a pretty stiff stalk, and I've used some autumn joy, and I've spray painted them with a glitter red. And so we're just going to tuck a few in here. just finish off with a little bit of pop of color. And now we want to put in a few Christmas pine cones. I've sprayed these white, but you could spray them silver, you could spray them gold, you could spray them red, whatever color suits you. So we just continue to place a few pine cones around. You see, it doesn't get any easier than this. It took maybe a little bit of time to spray some of the stuff on another day, but it only takes about 10 minutes to put this all together, and you have yourself a lovely little holiday arrangement. Easy to do, doesn't require a lot of care. This will probably, with the soil staying moist, will probably last you right into the spring. And don't forget, we have bulbs in the bottom here, so in February, when this begins to look a little tired, you can pull these out and your spring bulbs will be coming up. And all throughout the time of winter, you can actually take out maybe the red decorations and add a few more pine cones in, so you just have a winter snowfall. It couldn't be any easier. You all have a wonderful holiday season.